Here we have this TCL soundbar. This is their top of the line model. We bought this resealed because we have a Samsung soundbar which we sold for 200 euros now. We used to have a Samsung TV which we used with the soundbar, and we bought this one for 200. So basically we upgraded our soundbar to the top model for no cost at all after 5 years. It's quite heavy. And now for the subwoofer. Rubber. The specs seem a bit too much. 860 watts of audio power is very much. Let's check out the surrounds.
Also have a rubber plate.
It's a 7.1.4 sound system. It has Dolby Atmos, and every single speaker has its own power cord. So the soundbar, the subwoofer, and both of the surround speakers, because they are wireless each. So you plug them into the wall and connect them to the soundbar. And via Bluetooth. As you can see, they're much bigger than the Samsung ones, and these also have top firing speakers. The good thing about the Samsung ones is that they work with a wireless receiver, and you only need to power that, and from there with 2 cables you connect the surrounds. With these you plug them both into the wall and connect them to the soundbar. They also gave these wall mounts, but even with the Samsung, we use the wall mounts to mount the soundbar to the TV. And you might ask why. It's so you can move the TV, rotate it, and the soundbar moves with it. Even though the Samsung doesn't have that high of specs, the subwoofer is still bigger than the TCL one. All 4 cables that they gave with it are the exact same length, so it doesn't matter where you put each of them. On the surround speakers it says which one is the left one and which one is the right, so you have to keep that in mind. The TCL is much bigger than the Samsung. It's not that much longer, but it's much wider and thicker because of these top firing speakers and on the side too. Now let's put on the mounts. For some reason it's really hard to put in the screws. The shape of the plate is different from the Samsung one, but the plastic pieces which connect them are the exact same. This is how the plate looks on the Samsung, and on the TCL it is fully vertical. This is how it looks on the TCL. Even though they claim a lot of watts, the TCL is not louder than the Samsung, but it's also not worse. But a good feature that the Samsung had was it was very adjustable. You had a 5-band equalizer going from -6 to 6 on basically all channels. You could separately adjust the center soundbar, the subwoofer and the surrounds, and on the TCL it's just low, medium, high for everything. The subwoofer, the treble, the surrounds and everything else. The upwards firing speakers are audible, but it's not that like whoa, that kind of big deal like they explain it in most reviews. Here we have some music which we put on. Let's hear the audio quality. In a 5 square meter room, the sound output is way enough, maybe even a bit too much. In an apartment, the volume is loud enough to even disturb the neighbors, but in a big house or big rooms, the volume may not be enough. This is not a soundbar for throwing like really big parties, or if you're going to throw a party, then it won't be at disco sound levels. It will be more of like a movie loudness. All in all, for the price that we got it for, so 200 euros, it's really worth it. It's a great soundbar and it can perform about the same as the Samsung models from the older times. and those costed 2 or maybe even 3 times as much as this. So all in all, it's very good and worth it for the price that we got it for. Here's how the TCL sounds. Here's how the Samsung sounds at the same volume with the same music, so volume 45. What we noticed is that the bass on the Samsung, so the subwoofer, is weaker. Now, let's try the AI sonic calibration. That button is not going to do anything because you're not playing any sound on your phone. Here you can switch the settings of the soundbar. For example, the EQ, the surrounds, the night mode, and the treble and bass. As you can see, low, high, medium, that's it. And of course, the loudness of the surrounds. Let's put on some Dolby Atmos and try it out. After the calibration, we don't hear much of a difference. The AI sound calibration doesn't really do anything. At least we can't notice it.